The famine's grip tightened, and William's family could no longer afford his school fees. The doors to the classroom were closed to him. His teacher, bound by rules, had to turn him away. "William," he said, "you are not enrolled. You cannot attend classes." For most, this would have been the end. But for William, it was merely a detour. He looked at his teacher, his eyes pleading for a chance. "Please, sir, may I use the library?" The teacher saw the fire in the boy's eyes, then nodded. Only the library, he conceded. And so, the humble village library became William's new classroom. It was a small room filled with old, donated books. He spent his days there, his fingers tracing words and diagrams that held the secrets of the world. He devoured books on physics and engineering. One fateful day, his eyes fell upon a picture in a tattered textbook called Using Energy. The image was of a windmill. The text explained how the motion of the wind could be converted into electricity. The words leaped off the page: electricity, windmills, water pumps. His friend found him, his face alight with excitement. "The wind," William exclaimed. "The wind can create power. It can pump water." His own father, worn down by hardship, couldn't understand. "What are you doing with this junk?" he demanded. When William declared, "I will build a windmill," his father couldn't help but laugh, a harsh, disbelieving laugh. "A windmill? From scrap?" Whispers followed William as he worked. "The boy has lost his mind," they'd say. "Hunger has made him crazy." He became an object of ridicule. The village eccentric who collected garbage, the doubt was a heavy weight, a constant chorus of negativity. But William's conviction was stronger than their skepticism. He faced the doubters. His voice steady and firm, his logic simple and unshakable. "If the wind moves, it has power," he explained patiently. "If it has power, we can use it." He was driven by a vision they couldn't see, a truth he had discovered in the pages of a book. He knew the wind wasn't just empty noise, it was a promise. Day after day, under the relentless Malawian sun, William toiled. His workshop was the open yard, his tools were basic and borrowed. He transformed the village's refuse into the components of his machine. A bicycle frame became the main support. A tractor fan was repurposed as the blades. He carved wooden washers and used a bicycle dynamo to generate the current. He melted PVC pipes over a fire to shape them, risking burns. This wasn't a clean, straightforward process. It was a grueling, trial-and-error journey. Parts broke, measurements were wrong. He had to improvise, rethink, and rebuild countless times. The laughter of the villagers had faded, replaced by a wary curiosity. His mother, seeing the unwavering determination in her son's eyes, became his quiet supporter. She offered a gentle defense. "Let the boy try," she would say. Her soft voice a shield against the doubt. Her faith was a small but vital anchor. Finally, the day came. A towering, rickety structure stood against the sky. A strange monument of scrap metal and ingenuity. He had built it. Now, it was time to see if his theory, his dream, would hold true. He shimmied up the unstable tower, his heart pounding with a mixture of fear and excitement. He connected a small, homemade switch. Below, a crowd had gathered, their faces a mixture of curiosity, pity, and disbelief. William stood atop his creation, a silhouette. He took a deep breath and shouted into the breeze, a prayer to the very element he sought to tame. "Come on, wind, blow." For a moment there was silence. The wind whispered, teasing the newly mounted blades. Then, it picked up a steady gust. The blades began to turn, slowly at first, then faster and faster, catching the invisible current. The bicycle chain whirred, the dynamo spun. Then, it flickered again, and then, miraculously, it glowed. A small, steady, brilliant light shone in the middle of the day. William's father pushed through the crowd, his face streaked with tears. The laughter was gone, replaced by an overwhelming sense of pride. "My son," was all he could manage to say, his voice thick with emotion. William wasn't just a boy, he was a hero. The single glowing bulb was just the beginning. The success of his first windmill proved his concept and silenced the doubters. Now, the real work could begin. William built a second, more powerful windmill, one specifically designed to pump water. He connected his machine to a pump that drew water from deep within the earth. A steady stream began to flow the dry, cracked earth drank deeply. Life began to return to the fields, slowly but surely. The landscape transformed. Green shoots pushed their way through the soil. The withered stalks of maize were replaced by healthy, growing crops. The windmill, once a symbol of folly, now stood as the village's salvation. It spun day and night, a tireless guardian. The harvest returned, the granaries, once hauntingly empty, began to fill. The fear of starvation receded. The people who had once laughed at William now looked at him with reverence. His former teacher remarked, "Knowledge is power." William's father, standing beside his son and looking out at the thriving crops, put a hand on his shoulder. "You didn't just build a windmill. You planted hope, you planted it in the wind." William, humble as ever, looked at the spinning blades of his creation. This remarkable story teaches us a powerful lesson. When a village saw only drought and despair, a young boy saw a solution,